Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. I wake up, sun hitting the pines, eyes on the candle. Market volatility, more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup, yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming, till the doubt disappeared. Then we break the range outside bar, high stakes. Patience is the virtue, waiting for the breaks. I don't chase the wick, I let the price come to me. Trading with the flow, that's the pine tree strategy. Inside, outside, catching every move. Take profit trader, yeah, we in the groove. Daily payouts hitting, checking off the list. Apex Trader 5, the profits exist. Hosted on the TV, funded futures the name. Lucid in the vision, we ain't playing no game. Clicking buttons with precision, take profit is the goal. Managing the risk, gotta keep my control. From the Apex heights to the Trader 5 flow. Stacking up the wins, then I'm looking for more. I'm live on the air, funded futures TV. Showing every trade, total transparency. Lucid charts open, keeping everything bright. Scalping through the morning, holding through the night. It's a funded life, no more trading my own. Built a kingdom of capital, sitting on the throne. Withdrawal requests, yeah, I hit it every day. Pine tree trader, man, I'm leading the way. If it's red or it's green, I'm staying composed. Another daily payout, another door closed. Then it's back to the screen when the bell starts to ring. The rhythm of the market is a beautiful thing. Inside bar hold, outside bar go. Watch the P&L just continue to grow. Yeah, daily payouts, funded futures TV. Shout out Apex, shout out Trader 5. Keep it lucid, we out.
What's up, party people? What's happening? All right. What's happening? What's going on? Where'd my chat go? There it is. What's up? Just type this up here. How was everyone's weekend? Who we got in the house? Lay in the house. Real Robot. What's going on? Trader's Nest. Miss K. Mr. Tactical. Adam Daz. Samuel. Tony Gold. Marco. Tech Reviews. Futures in the house. Apple, Aero Mech Trader, Kelly Kaufman, Coach Fred, Ethan, Genius, Turd, Glenn, Coach Fred, FX Markets quiet on the halting strikes headlines. It should be interesting. I don't know. Everyone's expecting a gap down. We'll see. We shall see. Ethan, who else we got? Turd, I think I said what's up. Haffy, Dan Jones, Adam Daz, Rufio, Yo Jim, Bernard McAdoo, Jip Smith in the house. Guys, smash that like button. I'll give away another Apex account if you guys are good. Why not? Let's get it fired up. Maybe. Oh no, CloudBot's not working. Huh. I'll have to try that later. CloudBot's not working. Get the wheel of death going on. Hey, what's up? Trade Curran in the house. Bodine. What's happening? Tony Lanes. Mind the Dave. Captain Rex. Imagine gap down, but who knows? That's kind of what the consensus is, I guess. How was everyone's weekend? You guys doing? You guys have a good weekend? I lost 2 funded Friday. One was already above the buffer, but I had to trade 2 more days. Oh, hate that, Yo Jim. Yeah, I have 4 Lucids that I need to make 2 more days of $100 or more. Finally bullish? I don't know. Everyone's saying bearish. Everyone's saying gap down, but I don't know. Ryan Wiggins. Huh. Yeah, the CloudBot's not working. I don't know how else I'm going to do a giveaway. How else am I going to do it? I don't know. I'll think about it later. We'll figure it out. Started Apex stack. I got one eval to sling around here. I didn't know what I had. Astro Trader. I was like, I'm like, what do I have left? Last week was one of the worst weeks I've had this year. It was just horrendous. So I am, well, I'd say last week and a half. The only thing that's positive right now is I have a My Funded Futures Pro that's still alive, green, and my Lucid accounts. So I have my Lucid Flex accounts. These are the only accounts that are still kicking. So you can see right there, I got 4 accounts up to 2,300. Right around 2,300 bucks. This one's at 2,149, and I just need 2 more days of $100 or more on those bad boys. Take out 1,000 out of each. Boom, 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 boom. That'd be a nice little 4,000 bucks to start next week. That's what I'm trying to go for. Do I trade funded accounts during Globex Open or only evals? I don't know. It depends kind of how I'm feeling, but for this tonight, I'm just going to throw around some evals. To me, it's all the same because you pay the same unless it's straight to funded accounts. You buy direct to funded accounts, then that's a different ball game. Or if you have an account that's already over the buffer, then it's a different ball game. But until you get a funded account up over the buffers, then to me, it's just eval step 2. So. But I do like those Lucid Flex accounts. Yeah, those are sweet. 25K. So there's a little bit of a hack there. A little bit of a hack with a Lucid 25K account. You get it up over the buffer. Now you're only allowed to trade 1 mini, but if you kind of build it up real quick on day 1, then you just kind of kick, or not even just 25K, but the Flex accounts in general, then you just kick the can of $100 or more for three or 4 more days. And so you can if you catch a nice move on day 1 with the end of day drawdown. All right, no gap. Oof. Lame. I'm going back to sleep. What is this? This is lame-o market. Anyways, yeah, with the flex accounts, it's interesting, right? Rubber in the house, J Ray. Um, but yeah, it's a little flex account hack. End of day drawdowns. Terry Trades taught me that. She's like, you know, you have end of day drawdown on day one. You can build up a nice little support, a little buffer, and then you can just kind of kick the can to the payout. I was like, yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. I never thought about that, because oftentimes, you know, there's a few different ways where you can just slowly kick the can, base hit it, right? But using the end of day drawdown as your advantage. So let's just say you start out with $1,000 drawdown on a 25K flex. You build it up. You make $1,000 with an end of day drawdown on, say, maybe the first 2 trades, 3 trades. You're up $1,000. Now all of a sudden you're working with $2,000 on the day. But at the end of the day, it's going to reset, and then you're going to have back to $1,000. So I like to try to build it up a little bit more in day one, so that way I have a little more of a cushion come day 2 and day 3 to work with. Does that make sense? Nice little golden nugget there if you guys are thinking about it. All right, we're getting a little rip here. About 80 points here. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone had a good week. Weekend, I should say. There's 100 points. Just ripping. Gonna wait for an inside-outside bar. Guys, do me a favor. Smash that like button. So I had a pretty good day today. Took it. Actually did a lot of. This is what happens when I have a really crappy week. Well, so much for a gap down. When I had a real crappy last week, what happens is I tend to do a lot of just self-searching and research, and just going back and looking at my strategies, and that's what I ended up doing a lot this weekend. Kind of worked out. Went to a few like food type festivals, which was fun. Look at this ripper. Unreal. Market makes no sense. Nope. Just gotta trade what we see. That's why I don't trade fundamentals at all. Doesn't care what your beliefs are. But look at this. Unreal. Unbelievable. We'll take it. I want the volatility tonight. Sign into a few more of my accounts just in case I see something I really like. All right, getting a little push back up. Right to that 500s. All right, we just filled that gap up here at 512s, 513s, right up in here. So I'm curious what it does now. But look at that 5-minute candle. Jeez, we're gonna have fun this week, aren't we? Unbelievable. All right, first 5-minute bar is closed. Do we get that continuation? Boy, that is awful bullish open. Took back, what, the last 2, 3, almost the last 2 hours of Friday's close there. No trades for you, Mopar? No, not yet. 44 the Punisher. But it looks insane while holding the stop 130 in profit. Nice. New NQ all-time highs by the end of the week. It feels like it. I mean, war talks, right, over the weekend, so everyone was expected a big gap down, and there was no gap at all. It just opened up and just pushed like, I don't know, just nice and smooth. Holy cow, I didn't lose both my funders. The one above the buffer hit daily loss limit, but still have 151 total. Oh, nice. There's still a chance. You know, not financial advice, yo, Jim, but, you know, sling around a micro. You never know. You get that back. Micro goes to 2 micros, go to 3 micros. You never know. It's been done. Headline halting strikes as mentioned. Oh, yeah. Unreal. Peace talks about an hour before open. Oh, peace talks. Bullish. Yeah, it's just crazy. And this market is so manipulated. It's just insane. I mean, holding off from announcing things while the market's open, just, you know, just so it doesn't react. And like, what is that? Do me a favor, guys, smash that like button. We'll do a giveaway tonight. I can't get the cloud bot to work, but we'll try to do a giveaway. I don't really know how I'm going to do it without the cloud bot yet. Maybe we'll do a random number or something like that. Oh, I got it to work now. Yeah, it was frozen up. There you go. Exclamation point Pine in the chat. We'll get that chat rate up. This is for an Apex. I got an Apex account. Another one to give away. So you're saying there's a chance. Just buy it? Yeah. It's the way it feels, right? Just there was too much of just buy it, just buy it, just sell it last week. It was insane. Illegal blackout news. Yeah, absolutely. Liberto, what's going on? I see you up in there. Madine, what's up? Good to see you. Cali St. Louis fan. P Long, you just caught that banger long. Nice. Camera moved. Hey, check out my new sign. Pretty cool. Hey, Jay Styles, what's up? Doing fine? Nice, Madine. Lee Watt, what's happening? Cranston White, how's my weekend? It was good. It felt good. I feel recharged a bit. I slept. I went on some good bike rides this weekend. Just blew off some stress. Went and ate some good food. Had some good drinks. Listened to some bands. Had some, it was just like a free, you know, like those free local things, like just free bands, like free outdoor concert type deals. Did some of that. Yeah, I felt good. I was ready for a break. Then did some back testing. Not really back testing, but just, you know, just kind of studied the charts a little. Looked at a few things. All right, we truly bullish here. Could we buy right here just below prior bar's low? Take it up through that high. Got an Apex account here. I'd love to wait for an outside or inside bar, though. Gonna be patient. That's kind of been the theme. Just being patient. Especially on stream, I've been doing very well. Not just hopping in, doing my I think plays, just hopping into trades, but just waiting for something to present itself to me where I say, well, this looks like a nice little bullish move or bear move or something. But how many of you guys expected a gap down tonight? I expected a gap down. I was like, oh, it's gonna be gap down. Do you combine inside outside bar strat with any additional confluences, Astro Trader? No, I don't. Nope. No, I just take it. But boy, it's been working pretty well. Hey, Son of Wall Street, thank you so much. Good evening, good evening. Hey, HR in the house. Hey, Pine, in your t-shirt. Oh, yeah. I'll show you that. I ordered a t-shirt off Temu. Check out this t-shirt. Look at this. Wellsome, Cotha, Pine Tree State, Maine. And then I'm very concerned of what this is. This is, I don't know. So this is this is a Temu shirt. It cost me like $5. It's very concerning. All right, nice little move here. Off, so we took off like a rocket ship at the open. Not really looking for any shorts at the moment. Yeah, a little girl. I don't know, Captain Rex. I mean, I think it's supposed to be a stump, but Wellsome. That's right, Wellsome. I mean, Wellsome. I guess the people from the county up in Maine, they might talk like that. The Wellsome. Wellsome to the state of Maine. I think it's hilarious. I'm gonna wear that all the time. Doesn't look like a stump. No, it doesn't. Last night I had a nightmare. Someone told me sold. Last night, someone I sold to on eBay left me a neutral feedback. Yeah. I used to get so mad when I used to sell on eBay and someone would leave me a negative feedback, and I know like they were just trying to get free stuff. That happened to me too when I used to do gig work all the time. When I used to do DoorDash or Walmart Spark, people would do that just to get free food. It's ridiculous. Sometimes, I mean, I know I messed up. Like, I messed up once. I had a brain cramp. I delivered a pizza. I remember, like it was yesterday, I delivered a pizza totally to the wrong building. And I realized after I had delivered it. And, yeah, I got negative feedback from that one, but that was justified. Most of the time, it was just people trying to get free food. I totally spaced it. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, 29,552. Feel like we're going to test this high, this wick up here. Kind of an untested wick. We'll hop into trade here. 170s. Little apex eval here. Kind of breaking this little bit of a bull flag here too, so let's see if we can get a little breakout. Continue the breakout, I should say. A little more volatility than you would think. Like the candle's a little bit bigger than you'd expect. See if we get a little push up. I probably should just switch to micros. Oh, hey, what's up, TJP in the house? What's going on? Just got out of work. What'd you miss? Just an absolute rip right from the open. No gap. Went from 280 to right to 550s. Pretty much no stop in sight. I'm just trying to go with the flow now. We kind of tested this low back here, broke out of this little bit of a bull flag, and I think maybe we push up and test that wick up there at 570s, but it might make me pay for it. We'll see. Hey, new session highs here. See if we can get the shorts. See if we can squeeze the shorts. Yeah, the volatility is actually up there quite a bit. If I was trading personally, if I'm trading a funded or something that means anything to me, I'd probably not financial advice, but I'd probably be smarter to switch to micros. Knowing that we're in 20s and these candles are for the Globex, pretty good size. The ATR is up for tonight. Nothing like New York, but all right, looking for a little more than 559. Oh, that's so funny, Trader Moe's. Still like it better than New York? Yeah. New York's I've been getting beat up pretty bad lately. All right, starting to pull back a little bit, but still overall bullish. Little harami here on the 5-minute. Well, I'm glad I bought the top. I'm adding into here. See if we get a 500 bounce. If not, then should be cooked in a hurry. Intraday trailing drawdown account too. Well, I did four $100 scalps on these Lucid accounts, so got my another day locked in. My extra trading, my trading days. So all I'm going for is those $100 now to try to get that payout. I could use it after some of my resets of from last week. Whew. All right, see if we can come on, get up there. Trend is my friend. The trend is my friend. The trend is my friend. We're taking off one there. You know it wants to test that wick on the 2-minute, that untested wick up there, and the 5. You know it just wants to. Do you copy trade the Lucid accounts? I do not. Oh, well, did I copy trade those? No, I didn't. Tech review. I did not copy trade this time. The way I've been trading, I decided that it's not a good idea. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. There we go. All right, up 1,000. See you later. Have a good night, everyone. All right, tested that wick. Got a little lucky on that. You know, that's a little eval play. Try to take the bull flag break right in through here, and ended up paying for it. Ended up trying to take that break the first time. Got some points out of it. I was looking for that 570. It rolled right back in. Took a bounce off the 29,500 psych level. And then it decided to bull flag again, thankfully on the 2. Took out that wick. 580 is the high now. But yeah. But no, I didn't copy trade those accounts. I'll show you. Let's see. So on Lucid, this is what I was talking about. It's a little bit of a prop firm hack. See, I tried to build up a nice little buffer on day 1 on 4 of those accounts. So all 4. You see right here? And then I'm just base hitting the $100 days that I need. So I just need one more day tomorrow, and then I can take out $4 grand. That's 25K Lucid Flex accounts. And I pretty much did them all on the same, but because I didn't want to copy trade them, I wanted to try this method, and it's very high risk, so I didn't want to copy trade all those accounts. But we just needed one more $100 a day or more. Thank you, iTrades. You know, the thing about it is that I need to remember that I don't need to get it all like tomorrow when the market opens up. Not tomorrow, like during New York, but like the next trading day. I don't need to make $100 that day. I don't have to do it right then. I can just do it. Like I could lose $100 or $200 and then make another $100 the following day. So it doesn't, I think a lot of people forget that it doesn't have to be consecutive days of $100 or more, or $150 or more, whatever you have to make, depending on the size of account. Oftentimes people will end up tilting a day away from payout. I've done this too, so you're not alone. But they will often tilt and blow in an account when they only need $100 or more. And literally all you can, if you're already over the buffer, well over the buffer, it doesn't have to be consecutive days. So you can set up a bracket literally and have a 50-50 strat. Do like $100 stop loss, $100 take profit, throw on 2 micros at the market open or something, and just push the button and see which one hits as a coin flip, or take your setup and then see if you can get that $100 and then get that payout, and then lock in the payout, and who cares what your drawdown is. Just get that payout and then try to like work with the drawdown you have, or you can get another account too to work with too. People forget that. I forget that too. I often go, man, I says, you know, I've lost so many payouts trying to do that. You can finally afford a pizza that actually has toppings on it. Well, that's sweet. Nice they are. No consistency, having a little ATM machines after the 100 per day times 4. Yeah, tech review. That's the flex accounts are awesome for that. That you guys like the flex account Lucids more than anything else. It's yeah, so that's a little hack when it comes to the flex accounts. If you're not going to cash without covering the buffer, then you're better off with the pro. Yeah. Right. Yeah, so I'll cash it, 50% withdrawal, get that money. And really, like, those accounts, the flex accounts, they're... Oh, so I had someone was mentioning it in the Discord. You guys were discussing in the Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, it's absolutely free. I'll throw it in the chat here. But they were discussing about building buffers, things like that. And especially for the live accounts, or to get a live account. And if you guys are really interested in a live account with a prop firm, there's a few that are really good. Here's the Discord link if you want to join. Well, you know, funny, 0 Day J stole the treehouse. I mean, I think we ought to just get that one back, right? 0 Day J's Discord says he calls his Discord the treehouse. I mean, naturally, it should be the Pine Tree Traders treehouse. But, you know. Anyways, so what was I going? Oh, so there's a few accounts that are really good for building up a buffer and to possibly move into a live account. Number one is the My Funded Futures Pro account. No consistency rule, and then they end up moving like the majority of what you make into a live account. So if you're up like $10,000 on the pro account and you're being very consistent, taking out payouts, things like that, they will take out that money and then put it in a live account, which is pretty sweet. The other one that's just as good is Take Profit Trader, because they move you into live with 5 accounts, and really nothing changes. It just gets better where you have the 90-10 split. So you can have times 5 accounts, take profit trader. Say you have 5 50K accounts, $2,000, or each at $2,000. So you're over the buffers. And then every single day, you can still do those daily payouts, even on the live accounts. It just takes a little bit longer for them to process it usually. But yeah, you can still have those 5 accounts, so you can multiply your potential profits, or you could also multiply your potential losses. That happens too. But then you also get the 90-10 split, which is an advantage. So there's a couple advantages to that. But so eventually you keep earning and burning accounts with the props, and then they're gonna want to either move you to live, or they're gonna like take you out and say, nah, that's it. You know, no more for you. But nothing to worry about. Like I would say, like I see new traders often worried about going to live, and just don't worry about it. Just get your payouts, keep grinding, because it's a grind. So don't worry about it now. But just a few little nuggets there. All right, what are we doing? We are just super bullish. Let's hop in another long here. Inside, outside bar break. An outside, inside bar break. Already 10 points off that little scalp there. Like instantly. Can we break above the 600s? It might be all we get. So we have an outside, inside. I'm gonna look for the break here, and then stop. Max pain is gonna be down there at 550s. Just quite a few points away. 40 points. So just the micros right now. I had to put a bracket in. But always tough to take this type of trade when you're at the what would be is today high right now. Today's high. So it's always tough to take those when it was right up there. You don't know it's going to be the high yet, but it's not an ideal spot. Ooh, little harami here. Don't like that. Add in here. A little DCA action with the micros. Come on, let's ride that trend. No bottom wick on this 5. It's not a good sign. $5.66. I think we're going lower temporarily, but who knows? All right, back to my entry. Took it off a little bit there. So rejected off that 29,599. Interesting enough, we bounced off 29,500. So literally that bounce spot on that second ad on that first trade gone up almost 100 points for Clobacks. It's insane. Yeah, I'm closing this trade. I think we're gonna go down. We push down below that 560s, perhaps. I'm gonna flip short. Might be a bad idea. Stop at the high though. Flipping short. For a scalp. Come on, break that 560s. Exclamation point Pine in the chat. Guys want to join the giveaway? I got an Apex account I can give away. We'll do a moose race a little bit later. I want to get those likes up though. 250 likes. I'd like to get 250 likes tonight. So smash that like button. See if we can get YouTube featured. We were YouTube featured the other day, so. Well, it does not want to go down, does it? Don't want to go up either. Inside bar on a 5. Putting in a nasty range. I might just flatten out here. Putting in that account killer range if you try to trade momentum breakouts and breakdowns. It's putting in the account killer, sideways, idiot box. Ba-ba. Are you holding it long? Nice. Good luck. I'm probably gonna regret flipping out of my long, but I see this like 5-minute candle with no wick, and then put in this harami, and we started to push down. I figured we'd blast through that 60, looking to take out 65 or 50 maybe. Kind of test that area, but I was wrong. The old I think play failed me, or is failing me so far. Stops at 5.99. Stops it right at the high. Should pump from here, sub-zero. It could. Very well could. I'm long, but I expect a little red. Well, we get a little red. It'd be fine. The only thing that sucks, I was up 1,000 and giving back some intraday trailing drawdown. That's what sucks. This is an intraday trailing drawdown account. All right, come on. Push it back down into the range here. Oh, it's gross price action. So oftentimes you'll see this during Globex where it can do this until the Asia Open, Tokyo, where you have a nice big move and it potentially could just start going sideways. Potentially. Doesn't mean it's not going to break out here, but it could go sideways and then Tokyo Open, and then you have some good movement. So I really expect some good movement tonight for Tokyo, just because that was such a bullish move. So whether or not we pull back in here and take some of this back, or we leave this gap and keeps ripping higher. $198 watching, 160 likes, guys. Do me a favor, smash that like button. Let's get us up over 200 likes. Try to get 250 likes tonight. Appreciate that. And we'll do a Apex giveaway. We'll do a moose race. Got my moose race hat ready to go. All right, I'm flattening this. I'm out. Should have just went with my original thesis. Stuck with my long. So stupid. Flip flop. That's what I did all last week. This is why I blew like a million friggin' accounts last week. Inside outside bar 5 minute. Maybe on MNQ. Yeah, not quite on NQ. But maybe on MNQ. So still up 251, but man, I gave back some drawdown. About $900 in drawdown, $800 in drawdown. Got me. Glenn, you had to put the family dog down? Oh man. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, last time I put my dog down, the last dog I put down, I never got another pet after that. Can't deal with it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. So no more pets, no plants, no pets, no nothing. I don't want anything. No kids, no plants, no pets. Sorry to hear that, man. I'm up $60 on one account, 64 on the other. Time for dinner, and then I'll be back. I'm going to let it chop. Let's go, Ryan. Yeah, I could chop here. I don't know. Pet rock. No garden. No, not even a garden this year. Not even a garden. Get a goldfish? No. I like to travel. I like to travel around, so... I like to leave with my backpack and a pair of shoes. That's about it. My wallet and my phone. That's all I want. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man. Good long life. Yeah. I lost my dog. I had a golden retriever. I don't know if you can actually sort of had a picture. I used to have a picture. But yeah, I had a golden retriever and lost her at 7 from cancer, so yeah. See, oh, I found something. Let's see. All right, market just chopping here. Let's take a look at gold. I haven't traded gold in a hot minute. What's gold up to? Ba ba ba. Yeah, this is my dog right here. But yeah, I lost her to cancer at 7, and I just couldn't. I couldn't get another dog or pet. All right, this is just chop fest. Is gold still selling? I don't trade it. Yeah, gold is above 4,000. Interesting. But been pretty bearish. It did bounce. It dropped below 4,000 for a little while, and then it popped right back up. So kind of tested that 4,000 after it was super bearish last week, and popped right back up, and it's been kind of going higher. We have an inside-outside bar on a 2-minute. I don't trust it. I'm waiting for a higher time frame now. So anytime we get a chop, I like to look. If we have good volatility, taking scalps off this 2-minute works pretty well. But when we start to get real choppy action, I try to wait for a little bit higher time frame off the 5-minute and see if we can get something like that. Think we're gonna go lower? Probably, because I just covered my short. I tried to go long, then I was like, and then I flipped short, and then I was like, so yeah, it's chopped me bad. I get snip, snap, snip, snap. But yeah, maybe we run below that 60. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm short. So inside, outside bar, short. See if we can run that low, that 60. That flat bottom 5-minute candle. This market's gonna put me to sleep. Exclamation point pine in the chat. You guys want to join the Apex giveaway? Guys, thank you so much for being at that little party stream the other night. That was fun. Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to do. All right, run that 60 there. Basically, I'm just trying to work on getting some drawdown back. All right, pot's ready back up here. chopping. Guys, there's a link in the chat if you want to click the link, leave me a voicemail. Maybe we'll answer some questions. If you guys want to do that, if you want your voice played on air, we can answer some questions. Outside bar in a 2-minute. Put the link in the chat again. If you guys got any questions about prop firms or comments or whatever. Nobody leaves voicemail anymore. I know, but I wanted to try to make it like a radio show, you know, where you used to have the live call-ins. I think that's kind of fun, especially, I mean, because no one really does that. We tried it on My Fun and Futures TV the other day, and it was fun, so. Okay, I need this win here, or this eval might be cooked. Only about $1,000 drawdown at the moment. A stinking intraday. Get you. Another outside inside bar here. There we go. All right, let's run that 60 now. You can do it. Looking for single prints, zero prints. We have all kinds down below. Singles and zeros. Might look for a little more. All right, this is one off. Ran that 60, that flat bottom 5-minute candle there. I really don't want it to come back too much against me again. So I'll place a stop, break even. Top of the hour here. $30. There's a good solid 10 points there. This is 15 points. And new hour here. Just missed my TP. Kind of looking for that 40 level. All right, stopped out on that runner. Still at 430. big engulfing outside bar. New hour here. What apex? I mean, a lot of people don't like intraday trailing, and to me, that doesn't really bother me. I just trade them a little bit differently. But the end of day account's probably the way to go. Never traded with trailing drawdown. I wouldn't start. If you have the option and you've never traded intraday trailing, I wouldn't. I would just do the end of day. All right, we're going to take out the high now. Watch starving tonight. Hungry. Big engulfing. Are we gonna take out the highs here? I'm gonna go for it. They have a bunch of zero prints up here at 96.25. Broke this outside bar. Go higher. There's one off. There's a second one off. Try and run to 620. Doug's, you passed 5 accounts with a pogo and already got your free evals. Let's go. Yeah, that might fund the futures pogo. I did not take advantage of that. I wish I had. Congratulations, man. Gonna go gunning for my first payout this week. If I don't get it, I quit. Doug's, how long you been trading, man? How long you been trading futures with props? I hear you though. It's frustrating sometimes. I feel frustrated. I feel so frustrated that, like, if I get my $100 that I need for my Lucid accounts tomorrow, I'll lock in $4,000, and I still feel frustrated what happened last week. All right, nice push here. Looking just a front run the 620s for TP. Considered adding on this pullback. Ooh, I don't like the harame. I'm actually going to add into the winner here. And if we break the harami at 88, I'm out of both. So I added 2 here to the winner. And if we push up that 620, 6 area. But if we break that harami at 587, I'm out. Oof, almost got it there. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Trailing here, trailing my stop. Oop. Trailing the stop. Intraday trailing drawdown account. All right, up $2,242 on his eval. Beautiful outside bar. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. Already passed the buffer on 25K. I'm locking it out for the day. Let's go, Dugs. Lock it up, man. About 4 months. Great. Yeah, that one was good. So what do I need? Just a few more $100. 750 bucks or so to pass this account. Fantastic, yeah. Eddie Sargent, what's up? So yeah, so the whole thinking was I went long based off the outside candle engulfing, and it pushed up, took out my. I got pretty aggressive with it, way too aggressive. This is eval plays, you know. Count cost 25 bucks, so and ended up adding in. Once we put in this harami here, I said, well, a good stop for the long would be right down here at 87, because if we broke the harami, then we could push back down into the 50s. So it was a little cheap trade if I added into that. So that was my thinking. So nice start. Just rebuilding some accounts. Let's get some. I gotta get some more funded accounts. What's up, Yeezus in the house? Wish you could lock it up, genius. Yeah, me too. Big Cat. Nice. Got me on the big screen TV and on the phone. Love that. Yeah, same My Funny Futures, genius. The lockout button. Like, I've already locked myself out of my Lucids. Like, these are locked up. All 4 of them. Locked in another day's traded. There's no reason for me to trade this. I just need one more day of $100 on each one of these accounts, and that's 4,000 bucks. So stupid to try to overtrade this. I don't really want to build another buffer or build a bigger buffer. This is fine. And just lock in that. But the lockout button, like, that'll keep me from doing something dumb. Because if I happen to tilt tomorrow, if it happens, because I've been kind of tilty for the last week and a few days. Ever since I lost that $30,000 out of that My Funny Futures Pro account, I essentially just been hamster wheeling accounts. And these are the only accounts that have been saved because of this lockout button. That's it. That's the only variable of why those accounts are alive. And so I can't screw those up until tomorrow night for the Globex Open. So I wish My Funded Futures had that lockout button too. Maybe if enough people go in and ask, then we can get it. But besides that, it's over my head, over my pay grade. I did a free trial with Hoover Flag. You hit target or close enough. Nice. I need My Funded. Yeah, same genius. I did a free trial of TradeSpace specifically to be able to lock out accounts individually and put daily loss limit. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's really, really sweet. Can you please ask My Funded Futures to introduce a lockout button? Yeah, they won't listen to me. Can you sort of lock yourself out using risk parameters in Trade-Evade? Oh yeah, you can sort of do that. Yeah, you can go to this risk setting thing right here on the right side. But yeah, which is a good thing, mind the Dave. But you can also just log out and log back in and change it. Which, although I think some of them do have a lockout. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. Actually, they changed that too. So you can actually... Yeah, some of them, they have the lockout. So once you lock in the parameters, you can lock that too. So which is a nice thing. They started, but they got rid of it. The lockup risk settings in Trade-Evade. Yeah, I know. So it's certain companies opted to have it. That's the bottom line. Lucid's got it. Take Profit Traders got it. All right, a little 2-minute Harami pullback, or potential pullback. Might be an outside bar here. I've been liking these Harami breaks, these purple candles. Basically what it is the body open. You can call them pin bars, whatever you want to call them, but it's the body opens and closes within the body of the previous candle, but sets a wick. It's an indicator that Ed of the Woods, one of our subscribers, built for us. So it's Ed of the Woods Harami. And I've been loving him on the 2-minute chart for little scalps. And, you know, not looking for much, but if you need an account, say you need like $100 on an account, I've been looking at these and taking little scalps off them with a mini or so, just getting my 5-10 points, and that's it. But market overall just super bullish right now. Currently up almost 1%, which is unbelievable, but 300 points is right around 1% in the market right now. Back in my day, 300-point range was an insane day. Now we're getting 2 300-point 5-minute candles. Exclamation point pine in the chat if you guys want to join the giveaway. Joshua Trades, I watched some of your videos, and could you go over my strategies? Simple. They're pretty simple. Yeah. I mean, really, I like looking for inside and outside bar scalps, but I've been doing a lot of the combo trading. So what I mean by combo is when you have an inside and an outside bar together. For instance, like on this pattern right here, these are a lot more higher. These are higher probability usually than a single outside candle. Is when you have an inside bar. Now this is on a 2-minute chart, but you can also do it on a 5-minute chart. I think the 5-minute chart's way more powerful but you have to be very patient because it doesn't happen all the time. So like for instance, right here on the 5-minute chart, you have an inside 5-minute candle, and then it engulfs it with the outside. So it pushes up above it and then came back down below. It basically trapped people trying to go long off this inside bar. So all I really do, it's just simple, is I take the break. So in this case, I would have went short once it broke below that. So I would have just gone, you know, sell here and then stop. My max pain is usually above that candle. So if it breaks back above that candle, especially on the next candle, then you know you're wrong. But that's the max pain. And as far as take profit, it's really discretionary. Take profit is discretionary because it's never, the market is like water. It's just, it kind of just flows, ebbs and flows. So what I try to do is just look to see what I need to make. So maybe I'm just looking for 10, 15 points, 20 points, 30 points, or maybe I'm trying to get over and pass an account in one shot. I'll often just hop in, try to pass an account in one shot or whatever it is. The same thing as far as the outside inside bar, I like to take that as well. So this is another combo trade right here where you have an inside, or I mean an outside engulfing candle followed by an inside, and then I just do the same thing, but I look for the break of that inside candle and then the stop goes above. So I mean, it's nothing that I ever really back tested and said, well, if you go for a 1-to-1 or you go for a 2R or you go to a 3R or maybe it's a negative R&R, then like this is what the percentage is. This is like, to me, I just use this as a foundation, and then I look for certain levels that it might want to go to. So whether or not it's making a new high or maybe going to a gap or a double top or a double bottom, or I mean, sorry, an equal high or an equal low or something like that, or trying to fill a fair value gap or some single prints or some zero prints on the DOM. So like that just gives me the foundation to hop in, and then I look left, say, well, we might go here. And then sometimes, as far as my take profit goes, I'll do what I just did, is I'll just trail the stop and then see what the market's going to give me. So I'll trail the stop tight, especially intraday trailing, and then I'll just see what the market could potentially give me without just having a set take profit. And the only reason why I do that is because, like, I just, you know, just kind of from like the Tom Hugard method, the way he trades is like looking and adding to winning trades, trying to let that momentum work for you and not just having a set stop. But the nice thing is you always know where your stop is. So you might not have a set take profit, but you always know where your stop is, or where you want it to be. So that's the part that keeps me out of trouble, if that makes sense. So I don't know, I hope that helps, but it's just like a little foundational type trade. And I've slowly evolved, because I used to, so here's the thing. A few months ago, I never traded 2-minute chart. I only traded off the 5. And then I started streaming for My Funny Futures TV, and I have a 30-minute segment on the show. So I fill a gap in the stream where I work for 30 minutes. So I said, well, if I only trade the 5-minute chart, I'm going to have a tough time trying to find a trade on the 5-minute chart in 30 minutes. So I wanted to try to find a little bit more of a scalping type setup where I could, for more or less entertainment. And then, so I ended up throwing on a 2-minute chart one day, and I started just observing it. And we started doing some back testing, us in the pine cones. In the chat, we started doing some live back testing right here on the stream, and just trying to take inside bar breaks, outside bar breaks. And so during the Globex session, I slowly eliminated inside bar breaks. So I got rid of the inside bar breaks on the 2-minute. I don't really look at those, and I don't really take those just because it turned out it was right around a 50-50 if I was looking for 1-to-1s even. And then I did outside bar breaks, and that seemed to work really well. And then one day on the 5-minute chart, I had started observing these combo trades, and I said, these like work really well if you're patient enough to wait for them. And so I started waiting for those. And then on the 5-minute, so that's why I went to split screen. So I went to split screen so I could watch the 5-minute chart and wait for that. And then I started looking at it on the 2-minute chart, and I says, well, you can get some nice little trades out of those sometimes. So I started looking at the 2-minute chart and doing some of those scalps. So yeah. Eddie in the house. Since the beginning, you've had 12 Haramis, bearish, and bullets. How did you pick the real ones, not the fake ones? I'm a bit confused. Well, I've only had... So for me, the ones that the Haramis that I've had are highlighted. I don't know what actually makes these highlighted, but I've only had 1, 2, 3 on my chart. So like this is the open here at 5, and then these dark purple ones 1, 2, 3. So I've only had 3 on these on the 2-minute, but really that's just, as far as like taking it, it's just you kind of like it's a little bit discretionary, you know, you're just kind of going with the flow, you know, maybe just trying to, that part's a little discretionary. I don't try to eliminate. Here's the thing. Here's how I get the most payouts. Here's the secret. I'm not looking to take every one. I'm looking to take 1 to 3 really good setups, blocking out my accounts, getting a payout. Like that, like I took a few of those quick trades for 5 points. I'm gonna grind towards another payout. Like that's kind of how I try to do it. So if I go in and I say, well, I'm just gonna take every single one, it's probably gonna lose. It's probably gonna be a losing strat. If I set an algo to take every single scalp, it's probably not great. But yeah, that's kind of how I do it. The yellow ones, oh, I consider these inside bars. So the yellow ones I consider inside, and I don't take those at all. So on a 2-minute chart, I don't take inside bars at all. So the body opens and closes within the body of the previous candle on these Haramis, which is the purple ones, but it wicks up or wicks above or below, and then opens and closes within that body. Yeah. So the inside bars on 2-minute, I don't take. They're just there. And what I do like is like these little combo trades. So the outside inside bar combos. So I look for those. But yeah, that's a good question. Good observation. Oh, you sent me... Use code PINE. What? That's funny. That's not me, Myth. Yeah, someone's got their screen name. Use code PINE. That's funny. Thank you, Miss K, for that. That's a good laugh. Yeah, Myth, I don't have anything to do with that. Nothing to do with me. Yeah. Get your money and stop. Yeah. So that's what I did. So last week, I sent out a tweet last week, and if you guys haven't followed me on Twitter, give me a follow. I'm at almost 3,000 followers on Twitter, so I'll put the link in the chat, Pine Tree Trader, just in case there's any copies. But There's a link. So I put out a tweet, and I really mean this. Like, this is exactly what I did wrong. But it was just about it says I had a rough week of trading. It's tempting to blame my strategy, but that's not it. The truth is that I just needed to walk away sooner, and instead of learning the lesson and moving on. But yeah, I mean, it's just I just over traded like crazy, and I was not waiting. So I got to the point where I wasn't waiting for any setups. That's when I felt a little tilty. I'd be like right here, and I'd just be like, oh, I'm just buying. I'm just gonna buy here instead of waiting for any sort of setup. I don't even care if it's like an ORB break or a fair value gap break or whatever you trade. It's like I wasn't trading any setups towards the end of the week. I just started clicking buttons, and it was a disaster. So I still have my MyFunded Futures. I still have a MyFunded Futures Pro account, which is good. But I tell you right now, I had a pro account. This is when you hear that saying that it's not how much money you make, it's like how much money you can keep when it comes to trading. So I'm to the point now where in my trading journey, my trading careers, like I can make a lot of money in the markets. Like I'm pretty good at doing that, but it's like holding on to it is a different ball game. So like that's where I feel like I'm at, because when my MyFunded Futures account, I had a few of those pro accounts. Guys, I had one up to over $30,000 last week, and then I ended up blowing the account with no payout. Then I ended up having another account. I had that up to almost 12,000 or 13,000. I ended up blowing that account. And then I had another account that I had almost $9,000 in it. I ended up blowing that account. Unbelievable. Like this is what I kept doing, and all I was doing was trying to chase the highs of that 30,000 bucks. So I started chasing that high, and what happens was I started hamster wheeling those accounts. So now I have an account here. I had a nice little day Friday, so I got another pro account, and so I got it up to $1,257 on day one. But let's see what I can do on this account. Like, can I keep it? Can I get it above the buffer and actually get a payout, or am I going to degen it and keep trying to build it up and try to chase that $30,000 loss? Well, I can tell in my mind right now that I'm not going to try to chase that $30,000 account again. I'm just going to try to base hit it, get to a payout, and then go from there. So just try to find that consistency again and not go for those big, huge wins. And that market volatility was so tempting to go for those big wins that it was working until I started getting that decision fatigue. And then it's like, it just stopped working because, I ended up being, I was trading at 2 o'clock in the morning for no reason, trying to build up these accounts because the action was so good. But then all it takes is one real bad trade, and that, to cut my wins in half. And then the next thing you know, I'm in 5 minis trying to get back that high watermark again. And I did that a few times last week, and it was exhausting. So I really I had to take a step back, look at myself over the weekend and say, you know what, that's just stupid. Go back to what you do the best, and that's just base hitting it and get to the payouts. Because I know I can make a lot of money, but I'm not to the point in my trading career where I can hold on to it. It's not sustainable the way I was trying to trade and try to get those big wins. So I just wanted to vent there, because I'm trying to talk to myself going forward to this week, and then see how I do, and just kind of rebuild, try to take those base hits and start getting those payouts again regularly coming in. Because it's not a question whether or not I can get an account to a payout. It's just am I going to hamster wheel accounts to do it? And I don't want to hamster wheel accounts to do it. It's too exhausting. So anyways, I just thought I'd share that with you guys. Do you stream on MyFunded Futures every morning? Yes, I do. every morning at 10 a.m., but that's subject to change. But right now, 10 a.m. every single morning. 10 a.m. Eastern time. Basically gambling by pressing buttons because the brain don't care. Yeah, that's what I end up doing towards the end of the week. It's just I was so fatigued, so exhausted. Friday night, I was absolutely wiped. I ended up going, I went on a long bike ride to blow off some steam because I kind of felt a little bit tilty then. And then, but it's basically, this has been going on for, I think, Thursday of, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before is when I blew that 30K. And it's been pretty much going on ever since. Now, so just like last week, I started Monday, Tuesday, talking just like how I am right now. Like, I'm fine. I'm going to do good. Like, I'm just going to be disciplined, da-da-da-da-da. And we got an equal high up here. We do. We do. All right, I'm going to hop in here on a long. See if we can take out that equal high. Get below 50s. I'm going to think about exiting this position. But equal high here on the 5 and 2. See if we can take that out. But anyways, yeah, last week I started off just like that. And then towards time Wednesday rolled around, I was okay. Then Thursday, like Wednesday, towards the end of the day, it started getting worse. And then Thursday, I started getting worse again. And then Friday, I started getting worse again. Like, it just get spiraling out of control. And so I was like, I spiraled out of control, you know, a week and a half ago. And then I started building myself right back up. And then I started spiraling out of control at the end of last week again. So the goal this week is to just be patient, especially with the funded accounts, and then just try to build up some more evals and get some more fundeds with Tradeify, some of these Apex accounts, and then my funded futures as well. The Lucids, I already have 4, and then continue to work on my Take Profit Trader accounts to try to get some daily payouts. Because once I start getting those daily payout accounts over the buffer, then mentally I trade so much better on accounts that I have to trade for more than, say, 10, 12, 8 days, 9 days. So if I'm trading those accounts for 2 weeks, I can stay super patient with them as long as I have daily payouts coming in, getting that in my pocket. So, all right, I'm going for this equal high here. All right, I'm adding in here second contract. Maybe we get this account passed here. How much money do I need? 700? That might be a stretch. Oh, did it actually take out that equal high? Oh, it did. Son of a bitch. Barely, though. My whole thinking on this trade has gone out the window. But maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it'll make a new high. 677.25. It should be pretty close to passing. What do I need? 750? Something like that? 755? Squeeze this. All right, I'm taking one off here. I'm not going to go for that pass. It's intraday trailing drawdown account, so I don't want to... It's not really moving with that momentum. All right, we're taking it off right there. It's just Tokyo opened in 25 minutes. Up right around $2,500 on this account tonight. So grinding here. Mopar in the house. Market looks iffy. Yeah, we've got some nice trades. Hey, what's up, Adrian Chong in the house? Good to see everyone. Tweet-driven fake news. Oh, yeah, sub. Yeah, for sure. I was right before Amana. I was right before a $2,000 payout. Needed one base hit. Suddenly the market crashed 1,000 points. That was so annoying. Yeah, I've definitely been there. So I don't know if you heard my rant earlier about trying to make $100. So I need to make, like on my Lucid accounts right now, I need to make $100 tomorrow or Tuesday, I should say. So I need to make $100 on Tuesday, and I'll lock in $4,000. Now I don't have to make $100 on Tuesday. I can make $100 on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. But if I manage a loss, so say even if I go for a negative R&R and lose $200, I'm over the buffer. So as long as I get that $100 in one day, just need one day without blowing the account. That's all I need. But the thing is that oftentimes I try to go for that $100 and then it starts to go against me. And then I'll end up losing the account. I've done that. I don't know why. It's so stupid. But all you need is, you don't have to get that $100 consecutively. I know I say this a lot, but I think a lot of traders do this. Just remember, it doesn't have to be consecutive days. Exclamation point Pine in the chat if you guys want to join the giveaway. I'll show you something real quick. So on these Lucid funded accounts, this is more for newer traders or whoever, but sometimes even experienced prop traders need to hear this. It's not going to matter. Like, my bank account does not care if this day right here, Tuesday on the 30th, is a red account, is a red day. It's not going to care, because I come back July 1st and get that $100. That's fine. Even if this is a red day, maybe this is gonna, maybe I lose $100 here, and then I come back July 1st and this is $100. Maybe I lose that $100. But then Thursday, boom, I get my $100 that I need, $100 or more for that fifth day. And then I lock in. And I lock in $4,000 on these 4 accounts. So 1,000 each. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm like a lot of other people. What happens is I'll try to go for that $100, and then I end up being down 500, and then down that 500 turns into I'm down 1,000, and next thing you know, it's a blown account and no payout. So just a little reminder, that little outside inside bar break there, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to explain that. But exclamation point Pine in the chat. No, it's 4 accounts, $1,000 times 4 accounts. Am I live? No. The only people I've been live with is Top Step and Trade Day. Not consistent enough to be live. No consistency. Hope my day is going good. Yeah, up $2,491 on this eval, but I felt like the trading has been pretty good. Actually, the trading's been great the last few streams. I'm telling you right now, if I just stop trading once I get off stream, if I just stop trading, I'd be way better off, because I've been crushing it. Usually it's the opposite. Usually I trade like garbage on stream, and then off stream, I'm crushing it, but lately I've been crushing it on stream, and doing horribly off stream. $100 easy. Yeah. How hard can it be? Yeah, 425K accounts. Yep. I wish I had 5 now, Jonathan. A nice 5K payout. But the goal is just to be consistent, kind of base hit it, and then maybe they move me to live. I think they would have to see at least a month's worth of consistency from me to move me in the live. I've done okay with Lucid. I'm sitting, I don't even know. Let's see. I don't know, probably like going on, I've gotten 12 payouts from Lucid since I started trading with them. And then this year, I've been slacking. I haven't been trading much Lucid. All I've been really focused on is take profit trader accounts, trying to get daily payouts. But then I end up blowing those accounts. That actually kind of started the tilt. So I had that take profit trader account 2 weeks ago. I was getting consistent daily payouts. I had 3 or 4 accounts, something like that. I was making $1,000 a day, $1,500 a day, putting it into my pocket. Everything, life was great. And then I ended up losing the accounts one day. And then in the meantime, I was trading that pro account, and I had that pro account up to 30K. And then once I lost the TPTs, what did I do? I went over and started over trading that pro account, My Fund of Futures pro account. And yeah, we all know what happened with that. So went to the bank and tried to deposit some Monopoly money. The bank had told me that wouldn't work, and they'd be happily accept prop payouts. That's right. I don't even look at the calendar. I think that can play on the psychology. Yeah, I do too, Adrian. This is why I don't really, this is why I do so poorly keeping track of my taxes stuff. The flex on Lucid, yeah, flex accounts. Yeah, so I explained this earlier if you guys were. So I explained a little prop firm hack here with flex accounts. The hack is getting it up over the buffer on day 1 using the end of day drawdown. So that's kind of a hack. And you're only allowed 1 mini, so it's not like I was full porting with like 5 minis or 10 minis or something. It's just 1 mini on 25K. But getting it up over the buffer and then just kicking the can until you get a payout is a nice little hack with the flex account. Not easy to do, but if you can do it on day 1 and utilize the end of day drawdown to get over those buffers, and then because like I was saying earlier, is like if you start the day with say a $500, say you start the day with $1,000 drawdown, because that's what a 25K is. So you have $1,000 end of day drawdown. The next thing you know, your very first trade, you make $500, let's say. Now you have $1,500 to work with on that drawdown. You make another $500, now you're up to $2,000 to work with on a drawdown, and so on. So then you have a little more to work with on day 1 of drawdown, because at the end of the day, it's going to reset, and then depending on where you're at, so let's just say you make $1,000, you're up $1,000 on day 1. At the end of the day, it's going to reset, and you're going to have $1,000 of drawdown left. So it's going to reset the end of day drawdown. So that's going to trail you. But after that, 2,000 is going to become static. But on day 1, it's going to stay static, and then you can try to build it up on day 1. So it's a little bit of a prop firm hack. Not easier said than done, but I've been having a good time with Tradeify 25K daily payouts. Yeah, so I'm gonna work on some of those helpful. Try to get some of those daily payout accounts again. I really need to spend my focus this week, instead of trying to build up the pro account, My Fund of Futures, I'm gonna try to get some more daily payouts. That's like #1 for me. Did he move you live at 12 payouts? No, it wasn't consecutive. No, here's my payouts. It's not consecutive payouts. Whoops. Yeah. So, yeah, they're not 12 payouts after one, you know, on one account probably. But no, these are just this one, direct 3, number 3, that was a good one. I made $9,000 out of that direct account. That was a good one. So I got 3 consecutive payouts after that, but then yeah, they weren't all consecutive, so or anything like that. Do I get 1099s? Yes. Yeah, I'm a 1099 worker for everything. My Funded Futures, it's all 1099. Do you work for the IRS? Are you coming after me? I pay all my taxes. I promise. Just kidding. You can do the same with Alpha Premium. Andreas, yeah, okay. I'll have to look into that. But end of day is nice. Yeah, you're right. End of day drawdown is nice if you take advantage of it. Employee? No, I'm not an employee. I'm a contractor. So when you guys use code PINE, like it's all like contractor stuff, like affiliates. When I work for My Funded Futures, it's like I'm a contractor. I'm still independent. I work with them, I guess. All right, guys, let's get ready to do a giveaway here. I got an Apex account I can give away. Let's do a shotgun here. We could go down here. This is a big engulfing outside. So we made a new... Interesting here. Well, I was going to do a shotgun, but then I'm looking at the chart here and thinking, like, maybe I can get this account passed. Just another $500. How hard can it be? Yeah. Oh, wait. Tokyo opened in 10 minutes. I mean... All right, let's do a shotgun here. Exclamation point PINE in the chat. I don't even think I have the use code PINE person in my own chat. How about that? That's weird. And you know he's gonna think it's me. It's not. It's really truly not. Does giveaway have 60 days instead of the normal 30? I'm not sure, Blue Horseshoe. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure. To be honest with you, I never... Kudos to you if you have an eval more than 30 days, but I don't think I've ever had an eval more than 30 days. The only eval I've had more than 30 days was probably back in 2021 when I traded with Top Step and it was a 2-step eval. I usually try to get those passed as fast as possible. But I appreciate everyone using code PINE for Apex, Lucid, My Funded Futures, Tradeify, Take Profit Trader. Let's go. Trade Day, PINE with a capital P. Appreciate that. Want to work on getting some more accounts for you guys this week. We're going to do some giveaways. Of course, we always do members only giveaways on Thursday. Party Thursday. All right, how many likes do we got? All right, enough likes. Perfect. Thank you so much. 227 watching, 271 likes. Appreciate that. Oh, what happened to the cloud bot? I clicked off it. There it is. Exclamation point, Pine. All right. Closing entries here. As soon as we got to the viewers that so we have about 230 people watching right now. So once we got to 230, I end up stopping it. All right, get a little inside-outside bar. I just don't trust it either. It's just before the market, Tokyo Open. All right, here we go. Let's do a moose race. Yeah, I want to thank everyone for the 8,000 subs. Amazing. Can't believe it. I can't believe we actually have a couple hundred people watching every single night now. Despite all the competition, they're all coming after the Glowback session. They're all greedy. That's all right. They can do their business. We love everyone. Mostly everyone. We like the good guys in the industry. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Shuffling the characters. Shuffling one more time. Good luck, everyone. Here we go. Jen Marco on the inside lane. Tick Pirate. The Fibonacci father. Pushing up. We got trades by Neo. What's up, Neo? Neo here's giveaway. She's there. I think she has a radar for it. What's up, Neo? City Vibes in the house. Caveman. So much horns. Lots of horns. It's a very horny stream. Miss K. Pushing up. Ryan Wiggins pushing up in the middle here. Let's go. Long race today. We got the extra long race. 2 minutes. Willie CME. Digital Nukes. Cannon. JLD 54. I'm so excited. I just remembered I have half a Subway sandwich in the fridge waiting for me after stream, and I'm starving. It's the most exciting thing I've had all day. Worlds Away Nomads out to a lead right here. Oh, use code PINE. There we go. Number one fan. I might even make this person a mod. Use code PINE. I like this guy or girl, whoever it is. Let's go. I like this person. This person's trying to get banned from all the other streams, but it's all right. Maybe it's Terry Trades. Best trades name out there. Let's go. All right. Who's the winner? I can't see. Candlebridge. I like it. New name. I've never seen this name before. Candlebridge. Oh, use code PINE came in. What was it? 6th place. So it's good luck there. But Candlebridge, are you present? Oh, look at that push down. Now I'm having the FOMO. Candlebridge, let's go. You're here. Nice. Use code PINE was close. That is true. I love that, though. Thank you so much for that. Candlebridge. Are you in the Discord? If not, that's fine. We can just do it through email, but it makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, it's fine if you're not. No? All right, let's just do email. All right, there's a little email there. Just send me an email, send me a screenshot of your channel. So like your channel. Send me a screenshot so I know it's you. And then I'll get you a code. My Buellanox code, it's Pine. Let me see if let me make sure if it's not expired. You have to change it all the time. So let me see here. It should be fine. Yeah, code Pine for Buellanox. Option 1, 89% off. Matter of fact, oh, this is a good question. I wanted to ask you guys, what is that trading software that I can trade with Buellanox that's free? It's something like Trading Things or... Oh, all right, cool, Candle. Yeah, what's that? Does anyone know? Where's June Ben? Yeah, I don't know. Design Knob? I don't know. He got beat up trading. He had a little bit of a rough patch, so I hope he's doing all right. We like Design Knob, OG. Trade C. And I could trade Buellanox on there. Thank you, Psychic Trader. Yeah, I think it is. I think you're right. Yeah, it's, well, I'm not thinking it's right, but yeah, you're right. I think it's Trade C. So, yeah, I might try Trade C. I just don't want to go back to Rhythmics. Well, I don't want to go back to Rhythmic like Quantower and stuff for Buellanox, but I definitely want to try out and get some more Buellanox accounts. TradingThings.io, that's another one. TradingThings.io, thank you. TradingThings.io. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, that's this is the one I saw, I think. They're all very similar, aren't they? They all look the same. I heard it's pretty easy to... Yeah. Rhythmic connections only. Yeah. Okay. I passed my first 25K eval count last week by using the outside bar breakout. Let's go, man. SEL. I love that. Thanks for letting me know. Now let's get a payout. No, it's I think Nate TradingThings.io is what I was thinking of. TradingThings.io. I've never used it, but it's this right here. TradingThings.io. I'm gonna look into it. Excuse me. Oh, man, look at that push down. Unbelievable. All right, Tokyo Open here. Eating back at that candle. Bouncing at 560s. I'm shorting here. Shorting. See if we can get this account passed. Just going on the momentum. All right, it's 200 bucks. I need another 300 bucks. Get this passed in one night. Let's see if we can do it. Should have just held on to that. She's looking dumpy. Tokyo Open is bearish at the moment. She's super bearish. Currently up right around 2,700. You know, like a 15-point scalp with a mini. That was it. Woof. Bouncing off that 500 psych level again. Second time we've bounced off it. Short. Come on, give me that. Give me that 502 again. Just give me 502. Just trying to go on the momentum here. Ah. All right, I'm out of this. I'm out. I tried to go for that little scalp there. Just didn't work. So now I'm still up 23.83, but this little 2-minute harami here. If we break above 42, I might try a little scalp long here. All right, I'm long. 1 mini. Don't do me dirty here. Shit. Wow. Big outside bar. Well, there goes my drawdown. Son of a... Outside bar. Man, I killed this account. Intraday trailing drawdown might get me here, but I'm short. So we can break below that 500. I tried a little break. I figured we might pop up the, 550, break above that 550, get up to 580 on that Harami there on the 2 minute. Unbelievable. Oh well. Well, that's gonna call it for me tonight. I was about 300 away from passing that Apex account, but that's all right. I mean, it was 25 bucks. It is what it is. We'll try again tomorrow. Decided I wanted to chop there. Oh well, it is what it is. I'll see you guys tomorrow. My Funny Futures TV. I hope you guys can join me over there, 10 a.m. But we'll see you guys. Thank you, Johnny Buys Land in the House. Picked you up Lucid. Yeah, nice choice. Code Pine, appreciate that. Thanks everyone for using Code Pine. Congratulations to the giveaway. I'll get that email code over to you as soon as I hop off. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And on My Funny Futures TV at 10 a.m. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow on right here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or 5:45. Right back here. Where's my music? There we go.
Pine Tree Trader in the building. We talking price action, we talking freedom. From the charts to the screen.
Peace.
Let's
Thanks.
Let's go. Let's go.
Can't believe I did that.
Yeah, I wake up, sun hitting the pines, eyes on the candle, market volatility, more than most can handle. I'm looking for the setup, yeah, the vision is clear. Inside bar forming, till the doubt disappeared, then we break the range outside bar, high stakes. Patience is the virtue, waiting for the breaks. I don't chase the wick, I let the price come to me. Trading with the flow, that's the Pine Tree strategy. Inside, outside, catching every move, take profit trader, yeah, we in the groove. Daily payouts hitting, checking off the list, Apex Trader 5. The profits exist, hosted on the TV, funded futures the name. Lucid in the vision, we ain't playing no game. Clicking buttons with precision, take profit is the goal. Managing the risk, gotta keep my control. From the Apex heights to the Trader 5 flow. Stacking up the wins, then I'm looking for more. I'm live on the air, funded futures TV, showing every trade, total transparency. Lucid charts open, keeping everything bright. Scalping through the morning, holding through the night. It's a funded life, no more trade of my own. Built a kingdom of capital, sitting on the throne. Withdrawal requests, yeah, I hit it every day. Pine Tree Trader, man, I'm leading the way. If it's red or it's green, I'm staying composed. Another daily payout, another door closed. Then it's back to the screen when the bell starts to ring. The rhythm of the market is a beautiful thing. Inside bar hold, outside bar go. Watch the P&L just continue to grow. Yeah.